Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm your host, Al, with a Travers Stakes update. 2024's Travers Stakes, held, of course, at Saratoga, the crown jewel of the Saratoga meet. What's going on up there? What's happening? It sounds like all the heavy hitters from the three-year-old campaign is going to head to the Travers. Sierra Leone, Chad Brown, they're already weighed in. Seize the Gray, Wayne Lucas, D. Wayne Lucas, the great D. Wayne Lucas. No surprise, pushing this horse to the limit, It has run the most fiercest campaign, diligent, running a ton of races this year. And D. Wayne Lucas running his horse nose into the ground. Doesn't matter that it has run so much. Is the horse exhausted? Probably. That doesn't matter to Wayne. He's no stranger to pushing his horses. Let's go on. Okay, but first, coffee. Nice. 8 o'clock coffee, original roast, medium blend. Not bad. I got it on sale at Stop and Shop for $4.99. It usually goes for a few bucks more. You can't go wrong with this coffee. Gives you an honest delivery. Big news, though, about the Travers. McPeak has decided to run the filly against the boys, Torpedo Anna. She could possibly win. She's fast enough. She's ruthless, and she's dominating the girls. And now she's going up there to the Travers. And there has been no filly since 2015 that has won the Travers. And if anyone can do it, Torpedo Anna can. But it comes with a big but. Question mark remains. Todd Pletcher, Mike Rapoli, Fierceness. Now, Fierceness, we all know Fierceness is the fastest three-year-old in the country. He's put up the best numbers. You look at the buyer figures, you look at the Thorograph numbers, the Ragozin sheets, the Brisnet. No other colt has put up the kind of speed figures that Fierceness has. But now Todd Pletcher is playing it coy, as is the owner, Mike Rapoli, very aggressive owner. Mike Rapoli, the billionaire, used to cut school to go to Aqueduct and play the races. And now he's made a fortune. He's a horse owner. He's won big races and very successful. His ownership over at Saratoga. They're playing it coy as far as Fierceness goes. Now, what is the Travers Stakes without Fierceness? Sierra Leone, and you got the other ones up there, Mystic Dan, Seize the Gray. The Travers, without the fastest horse, Fierceness, is like peanut butter without jelly. If they're talking about maybe Fierceness needs extra time to recover, maybe pointing him to the G1 Pennsylvania Derby. Well, we all know Fierceness won the top 2-year-old last year, winning the Breeders' Cup Stakes and defeating Muth, the Bob Baffert, brilliant colt. It just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. And they're saying maybe we'll push him to the Pennsylvania Derby, give him a little extra time to recover. Even Andy Serling, a lot of people are rubbed the wrong way by Andy Serling. Says, I know they want to give him some extra time, but, how can you skip this race? And what do I think is going to happen? And they're talking about Mind Frame too. You know, the other one owned by Rapoli, trained by Pletcher. You know, Mind Frame, nice horse. You know, I get it. You know, maybe give Mind Frame a little extra time, but not Fierceness. Bring him back. I know he has a good race, bad race, good race, bad race pattern. And next race, he's due for a bad race. Bring him back. Bring him back. Maybe he's walking around a little slow. I know the welfare of the horse is important. But if you bring Fierceness into the Travers Stakes, that will make the Travers a 3-year-old race for the ages. For the ages. You have to do it. You have to let him run in that race. You got the filly up there, Torpedo Anna. You know, you don't think Kenneth McPeak was, you know, thinking twice? And he's like, let's do it. Let's go up there and beat these guys. We'll send her out there. Yeah, she could probably run in a G1, you know, on the same day or the day before. But he's going for it. And that's what you got to do with Fierceness in this race, because the Travers, without Fierceness, without the fastest horse, it's a case of Mike Rapoli, Todd Pletcher, Fierceness, the horse himself, even though he doesn't know what is going on. He's just going out there running. It's a case to put your money where your mouth is and settle the score. And it goes deeper than that, because if Fierceness wins the Travers, he probably comes back and wins 3-year-old of the year. He's not going to win 3-year-old of the year if he wins the Pennsylvania Derby and say Dornock wins the Travers. Pennsylvania Derby, yeah, it's a G1, but it doesn't carry the same weight. You have to go for it. Have to go for it. The Travers without Fierceness, you need him in there. That will make it the race that everybody is looking for. Everybody is eagle-eyed, antennas up, looking at Fierceness. Whether they love him or hate him, that's the horse everybody has their eye on. So you need him in there for the good of the game. For the good of the game. Maybe he's a little tired. Maybe he gets his ass kicked. But you need him in there either way, just to improve the sport. I mean, nothing is going to soil Fierceness's legacy. He's already won 2-year-old of the year. He's won G1s and Breeders' Cup winner. I mean, his breeding rights are already cemented in stone. Get him in there. I think they're going to hold us hostage for a few weeks. Rapoli, Pletcher. Rapoli, you know, is dead red. It's Pletcher who is the one in the middle right now. Does Fierceness look good? Yeah, they scratched him out of the Belmont Stakes. Turned out to be a good move. They saw he wasn't looking well. They didn't want to soil him. Okay, they held him off for the Jim Dandy. He wins that and was starting to pull away. And Fierceness, his home track is Saratoga. Undefeated there. 2 big victories. So even if he looks a little sluggish, send him out on the track. Let him run undefeated, 2 for 2 at Saratoga. I don't think any of these other entries in that race brings that kind of track record to the table. Fierceness has to be there. He has to be in that race. Good coffee. How about me? How about me in the Travers? I was set to go to the Travers, spend the whole weekend at Saratoga. And I saw that wasn't really going to work out. And somehow that didn't sit well with me. I was like, if Fierceness is not going to be at the Travers, well, I think he's going to be. For the magnitude of this race, almost as a civic duty, I have to be there. Yeah, I have to be there. You know, all horse racing all the time, Mr. Horse Racing. I have to be there. And I will be. I'll be there for the Travers on that day, come hell or high water, because I think that's going to be a race for the ages. The 3-year-old title is up for grabs. The filly running. Fierceness is going to run. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. When push comes to shove, once they hold everyone hostage for a few weeks, a mystery, Fierceness will be running in the Travers.